This is the new BMW M2 CS, and it's the most powerful production car the company has ever made. That's right, the car maker's fastest model is based on a car that sales executives proudly drive for thousands of miles every week to important business meetings. But the CS isn't just a regular M5 with the wick turned up. That's because CS stands for Club Sport, a name reserved for the more driver-focused models produced by BMW's M division. It's certainly the most performance-focused version of the M5 BMW has ever made, and given the high bar set by the M2 CS, it could be a true BMW M great. Now the highly anticipated model has been revealed, here are 5 things you need to know about the M2 CS. But before I jump into the list, remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome videos just like this one. On the surface, the M2 CS looks pretty much identical to the competition version. And while the bodywork is largely the same, BMW has introduced a raft of styling tweaks to set the CS version apart from the ordinary model. For a start, the car is only available in 2 colours, Frozen Deep Green and Brands Hatch Grey, both of which are bespoke to the CS. They're also finished in BMW's Frosted effect, which combines the shimmer of metallic paint with a light matte finish. Then there are the 20-inch forged wheels painted gold, a reworked front bumper with carbon fibre splitter, a new rear bumper with a carbon fibre diffuser, and a carbon fibre lip on top of the boot. CS cars also get gold grills, which are the correct size, gold badges, and yellow laser lights inspired by the company's endurance races. Who would have thought that the 6.1-litre V12 engine BMW produced for the McLaren F1 would one day be matched by a smaller motor with less cylinders and nestled in the body of a 4-door executive saloon? The F1's naturally aspirated V12 engine churned out 627 brake horsepower, while the new M2 CS produces a near-identical 626 bhp, 10 more than the M5 competition. And like the competition, power is sent to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Unfortunately, there's no manual option here like there is in the M2 CS, but the snappy auto and all-wheel drive combo helps launch the car from 0 to 62 in a ridiculous 3 seconds flat before hitting a limited top speed of 189 miles per hour. While not the fairest comparison, as the F1 is not far off 30 years old and is still faster in a straight line and is worth several £million on the used market, it still goes to show how far technology has come. Arguably, one of the greatest aspects of the normal M5 is that you can bring 4 friends along with you in relative comfort while shaving tenths of a second off your lap time around the Nürburgring. The M2 CS though does away with the middle seat in an effort to save weight, meaning you can only bring 3 passengers along with you for your hot lap. What's bizarre about the M2 CS though is that both the front and rear occupants get bucket seats, a luxury usually reserved for those in the front. The red on black leather seats in the rear are deep with support around the arms and legs, keeping you locked in place when on a hot lap. Meanwhile, the front chairs get carbon fibre backs, illuminated M5 badges, and the outline of the Nürburgring imprinted on the headrests. They aren't the only motorsport touches on the inside though. There's an Alcantara wrapped steering wheel with carbon fibre paddle shifters, a CS branded carbon fibre panel that runs along the width of the dash, and even more carbon fibre on the centre console. Even the storage box under the armrest, which is, hollow, has been removed to save weight. Being BMW's most driver-focused M5 to date, the souped-up executive saloon needed to go on a bit of a diet. The M2 CS weighs some 70 kilograms less than the regular M5 courtesy of chassis tweaks, including upgraded brakes that reduce weight by 27 kilograms over the standard discs and calipers. And if you hadn't realised already, there's a whole load of carbon fibre inside and out, and it's highlighted by a carbon bonnet with the M2 CS name engraved beneath it. However, CS models aren't the most hardcore models BMW produces, with the company reserving the CSL and GTS names for its stripped-out track cars. That means that there are still plenty of creature comforts on the inside of the M2 CS, including a touchscreen infotainment system with the latest version of BMW's iDrive installed, plus a digital cockpit and air conditioning for those in the back. If you were one of the many people who thought the £25,000 premium the M2 CS carried over the competition was a bit on the steep side, then get ready to gawp. The M5 CS carries a price tag of £140,780, over £38,000 more than the M5 competition. And just for reference, it costs about the same as a 991 Gen 2 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, a Mercedes-AMG GTR, and an Audi R8 V10 Performance. While BMW hasn't explicitly capped production, the high price tag will likely ensure the M5 CS will be an extremely rare car. And don't expect the severe depreciation suffered by most M cars, especially those based on the 5 Series. We have high hopes for the M5 CS and can't wait to get behind the wheel. In the meantime though, head over to yesauto.com for our review of the M2 CS and much, much more.